Hi everybody, I'm Priscilla and I am the fiance of Luke Greg Alexander.
Hi, I'm Luke and I'm marrying Priscilla.
Luke and Alexander and I met back in I was at the Art Institute of Washington. Um, I was his troublemaker classmate back in the math class, so we loved, I would say, we love to eat. So we would go to Burger King and McDonald's like every other day, and that's how we stayed fat.
Okay, so we originally met in college during math class where I wasn't good at math, so we really didn't do too much math. My dad's watching this, I'm sorry. I did not pay attention in that class. Anyway, I asked her out, and she said no. And that's how we met originally. I think it was about 2007, 2008. 2007, I'm thinking. And, I just forgot about her ever since. If you're watching this in the future, yeah, I kind of forgot about you. I remembered your face, though. Hence, I'm here. So, about 5 years later, it's 2010? No, 2000, oh, 13, 14, I'm terrible at math. Again. Later on, I was working at Walmart, and she was checking out an aisle, and I was restocking something, and I just looked up at her and said, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" Which I did. I did. I remembered her face, and she apparently just blew it off as, "He's creepy, he's in Walmart, I'm never going to this Walmart again, get me out of here now." So, weeks follow and I see her again. This time I realize, "You're from the Art Institute of Washington." Okay. A couple of weeks later, her sister who worked there brought her in for lunch. And so I talked to her again, and I was like, you know what, I really like her. And so we started talking again and talking again. And, at the time, I was still with the person I was with before, Priscilla. So we talked and talked and talked, and then eventually we kind of drifted apart. But about a month later, I severed ties, and I asked her out again, and we've pretty much been inseparable ever since.
Luke and I had a first date when it was it was rainy one day. It was rainy, very rainy, but we didn't care. We went to the mall and ended up going to Olive Garden, and um, it was just me and him being him. I mean, being friends.
Um, the first date was actually her lunch breaks at Wegmans, as she probably remembers, and my thighs and legs remember. It was a long bike ride to get there. It's about 45 minutes to get there for a 30-minute date and then come back home. Um, but yeah, the first date was just catching up, making sure we really were who we said we were, because we both recognized each other's faces and vaguely remembered names, so we just had to put two and two together till we got comfortable with talking with each other again.
No, Luke asked me, but I would have to say I dropped several hints, but like going into one of my spare bedrooms and like nearly closing the door on trying to open the door, and he trying to keep it closed, trying to wrap it up, and I don't have patience, so um, but he did on Christmas Eve. Luke he told me to come in the living room, and he got down on one knee and started telling me sweet nothing's in my ear, everything I wanted to hear, but that was his romantic side. So he got on one knee and he held open a cupcake and asked me to marry him. But at the time, I only saw the cupcake. So in my eyes, I was like, I'm going to mess this up. And I was like, this cupcake looked really, really good. So he's like, look at the cupcake. So I'm looking at the cupcake, and then that's when I'm like, oh my God, there's my ring. Because I've been dropping several hints, and then he's been chasing me with all these like hints, but making it like, not that it was going to be a ring or nothing. Like, he gave me gifts like all week long, and then I thought I wasn't going to get my ring, but I got my ring. So
Oh man. Oh boy, was there. Well, there was a big cast of characters in the proposal. One night at the Stout's house, I asked, "How can I propose?" And Miss Stout said, "Well, do something different." And so I said, "Well, what should I do?" And then I remembered confection, the people who make cupcakes. So I got a cupcake and put a ring on top of the candy cane because it was a Christmas cupcake. You'd think that the story ended there. No, it started about a week before. You see, I had bought rings, earrings, and a ring. Priscilla proceeds to try and tear through a door to get to said ring. David and I had to basically play football with the wrapped package to hide it from her for the next 2 weeks. It was pretty intense. I did. I asked her, I got down on one knee, and, I was planning to do it Christmas Day, but I did it Christmas Eve because I didn't think she could last one more second without knowing what was in the box. That and the cupcake probably would have gotten a little runny, or I ran the risk of her opening the fridge door and finding a cupcake with a ring in it. So it felt like the right time.
I knew that I was in love when he would come about 35 minutes away from me to come to my job for like 15-30 minutes just to say hi and make my day. So that's when I knew I loved my Lukey Poo. Luke, what I would love to tell you is that you're the best thing that's ever happened to me and will always be, and that I love you so much because you make my heart beat and skip a beat every time I can be myself around you, and I see myself growing old with you. I love you so much, babe. Bye, Lukey Poo. I am very, I could say calm, but then again, I am very nervous. Just trying to get the last little bit of stuff together. I just can't believe it's 8 days away now.
Days. Frazzled, tired. Yeah, frazzled and tired, but excited. I'm excited.
Okay.
Luke, what I would love to tell you is that you're the best thing that's ever happened to me and will always be, and that I love you so much because you make my heart beat and skip a beat every time I can be myself around you, and I see myself growing old with you. I love you so much, babe.
What I like to tell her on my wedding day? Well, I can't reveal my vows yet, but since she's not gonna hear it until after the wedding, I like to tell her that I love her very, very much, and that no matter what the future may hold, be it good times, bad times, hard times, I'm very happy and fortunate to have somebody like her in my life. It's been a blessing since day one, and the blessings only continue to grow. And even though, we may get mad at each other or have our ups and downs, I'll always be here, and I love you very much.